You can hear me. Okay. You can hear us. Yay, team. Okay. I'll try to make backup notes, Christina. Okay, and calling this meeting to order, the first order of business now that we have a quorum is the approval of the March minutes. Are there any corrections or amendments?
Not on my end.
Nope. Do I have a motion? Do I have a motion to approve?
Yes.
I approve.
Okay, who made the motion to approve?
Oh, me.
Stephanie, okay. All in favor? Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay. Okay. Christina, can you talk? I don't think she can. I'll go to the new business and then we are the second part of the old business.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Christina, yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Awesome. Sorry,
Okay,
because
it's
I'm
all
calling in,
yours.
it makes me do a little bit of extra. Okay. Awesome. So sorry for the background noise, everybody. But as far as Arbor Day goes, if anyone is follows the city's Facebook page, you will have seen a lot of activity there. So Mary and Brandy have posted on the city's page, and I think on the rec department page as well, to sort of announce some of the initiatives for the month that we have going. If you drive through downtown at any point, you'll see the businesses that now have trees painted on their windows. So there were 12 businesses, I think, in total. And that's basically sort of a learning thing. So when you go downtown, you can go to the windows and scan a QR code, and you can enter in to win a prize if you correctly identify the tree that's on those windows. So it's a chance to educate the community on these trees, and also just sort of, really pretty downtown decoration. So that's happening now. All of the other things that we've talked about before are going on for the month, and so everything is scheduled, and it's set to be a really packed month.
Okay, and the calendar is up to date?
Yes, so the calendar is on the city's page. I will email it to everyone after this just to make sure that you have it. But yeah, the calendar of events is on everyone's page, and Mary is posting it on the Facebook page as well.
Great. This is, I think we have to keep good track of what we're doing and participation and everything else, because I haven't looked too deeply into it, but I have a feeling we are in the process of earning some kind of a recognition type award or something from Arbor, from Tree City USA, because we're doing a whole month worth with a lot of activities. So it may just be, something we need to write up for them. But anyway, I think it's wonderful what everyone's doing, and really appreciate the participation of the assistants, everything from the rec department.
The city, Mary and Brandy with the city and the rec department have been wonderful. They have thrown out so many awesome ideas, and then taken charge of everything. They have made sure that I didn't have to do very much, which was great. And so, yeah, it's been just a really great collaboration with both of them.
That is great. Did we solve the prize issue? Oops, I think we lost her again. Okay. I'll come back to that. Did the flag get flown? Is the flag up for the month?
And yeah, but it will be. It will get.
Okay.
I've got a flag, and I'll get it. I'll do my best to get it up tomorrow.
Can we add it to the lake and the Civic Center, to their flagpoles?
if there's a hook and a way to put them on there. I'm not sure there is. Well, I'll just have to look and see.
Okay. If that can be done, that'd be great, but to have it fly at the cities.
If you give me a couple flags, I'll take care of it, Tim.
We've got a couple flags, don't we, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to get them up in the morning.
Well, if you don't get them up, give me a yell and I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. Tim, you're doing, which walk are you doing? For the three
Wednesday.
walks. The which,
Wednesday, April 7th.
that you're doing the long walk along the meadow?
Yes.
Okay. And Rhett's got the Bill Cook Park.
I don't know.
Well, I have South Graham Nature Walk, so Rhett would have that one, but you've got the mile and whatever. I wish I could do that with you. I'm not that good on uneven terrain. Okay. Then the Arbor Day, the 30th. I looked at the down at the park by your house, the Pocket Park, the Boulevard Park. Does that have a name?
No.
Paris.
Where's
Paris.
that, Tim?
The-
What'd you say, Tim?
Paris. We just call it Paris.
Harris or
Well,
Paris?
that's not great, so.
Paris Park. Okay. For that day, you're gonna be planting a tree there, right, Tim?
I can.
Well, one of the things she had on hers that she was gonna video you planting a tree. Is that the
Okay.
tree?
Okay.
Well, no,
Well-
is that the one?
We were on a video, and I did a video, but it didn't turn out well. A couple
Oh.
of weeks ago over at Civic Center.
Can't hear you.
Randy wanted to get with us to video another tree, and we just didn't get it done last week because we were hauling dirt and working on cemetery.
I can't hear you, Tim. I don't know if it's mine or,
I'm unmuted.
okay.
Can you hear me, Jerry?
I'm not as good as I should, Tim.
I don't know what the issue is.
Try again.
We
Yes.
videoed a tree planting, but it didn't turn out well. Can you
Okay.
hear me now?
No, you're still breaking up, Tim. Yeah. It's not you, it's the connection or something.
Yeah, it must be.
Can I ask what time the Arbor Day thing at Paris Street is?
I guess we need to set that up. What? Ugh. How about 11 in the morning?
Let me ask my secretary. Hey, sweetie. Jan,
Yes, sir.
what have I got anything on the 30th at 11 o'clock? She's checking our calendar.
I'm just thinking noontime might help other members to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Would that work for you, Stephanie?
What day did you say?
The
You said
30th.
the 30th at 11. I don't think so. Because I work in the morning.
Okay,
Thursday.
I can do 11 to 12.
well, if you work in the morning, Stephanie,
Let's see. And I have an event that afternoon in Greensboro.
Yeah, I have something that afternoon too. So I say 11 or earlier would work for me. If not, then 10. I mean, it's not necessarily something that I have to be at, but I mean, you can do it, Jan.
Well, we present you the flag and then you read the proclamation. That's all.
Okay.
And then Tim will be getting videoed planting a tree.
Reading the proclamation, go back home in 30 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't usually take too long and we can get it and be out of the way. But if you can do 11 o'clock on that day would be fine with me. If not, then we can do it the day before and just videotape it and show it.
Wait, what all is happening that day?
We just read a proclamation and we pass the flag to the chair, which is Jan. And we accept it from the Arbor Day people and then we pass it along. So,
Have you talked to them about that date, Tim?
No, because they didn't want to call me until I knew the
That's
time.
on a Thursday.
They what? What, Tim?
I didn't want to call him until I knew the time.
Well,
No, you
let's
said
say
it's 29.
30th.
30th.
I'll try to call him in the morning.
Okay, let's say I forgot they had to come to, let's say 10 a.m. Would that work for you, Jerry?
Work better, yes.
If
Okay,
you could do it 9:30, I could be there too.
That'll work
Okay.
even better.
okay, 9:30.
9:30.
And that's subject to them being able to make it.
Subject to them being
Yeah.
able to make it.
After
I'll find out tomorrow.
it would not be good.
No, we'll do 9:30.
We need to be in.
And where do we meet at?
We'll send out the directions. It's an area just behind the middle school towards the highway. It's a boulevard that's very wide, about 40 feet wide and about 300 feet long. And it's a place we can put a tree and we can start making a tradition of doing this in pocket parks around the city. And that highlights
Okay.
these little parks because people don't
Kind of
know
get
they
the-
exist.
Right.
We can make a story out of it.
Yeah, I agree. Can
Yeah, it's
other
next to
people
my
come
house.
out?
but If you know where I live, it's next to my house. I'll have
What were you,
Got my side yard one. Yeah. In the bottom at Parish Street Park. Parish Street Park.
does the city maintain that grass or is that,
Yes,
Yes.
okay. I walked by it the other day, so it'll be mowed, in other words, okay.
yes.
And you're taking down a dead tree down there, right?
If I get time.
Okay, yep, understood. If not, we'll put a little sign on it and says, this is a dead tree, this is what happens. Okay, so we'll wait to hear from you, Tim, if you can get back to me on that, and then if there's a change, we'll confab about it, okay?
Okay.
Great. I think that covers Arbor Day. I think there's a lot planned and a lot of interest about it. If you see it when you see it on Facebook or on anything like that, if you can like it, share it, put some energy into it, getting it out there, that would really help. And if you're involved in any of it, get some pictures. We'll be able to, after the fact, I think, put together an interesting story of what we did to make it. And if this works out well, I would say this might be a very nice tradition to continue every year, is just having April being Arbor Month with a lot of virtual as well as in-person stuff. If we can effectively tell the story with it. Okay, well, just lost Stephanie. She'll be back. Okay. And Stephanie, the other thing is you need our pictures, and are you getting the bios?
So I have 3. I have let's see, I have yours, I have mine, I have who else is it I have? I have about 3 only. That
Okay, so
was,
you need Eric
was
and
that?
Christine. You need Eric and Christina. I think you have Judy. She
I have
said-
Christina's.
You
Or,
have Christina.
yeah, I might have Judy. I have to check which one I have,
Yeah.
but I have
And
3
mine
as
are
of right
married.
now.
Mary has mine.
Mary has yours.
Yes.
Okay, so,
Okay, if you can email that me too, so that way I can go ahead
Okay.
and put it into the template, then we can move
I
forward.
just roughly wrote down a few things. You can put it into words yourself.
okay, that's fine, Tim.
Yeah,
And
that's fine.
Jerry, for you, I think it'd be very interesting if you said, you and trees, but start with the elephants.
Okay.
Just, that's just a neat early memory of trees, of the elephants, falling trees.
Yeah, you do know we're cutting them down, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, it's an interesting story, and
Kind of like a little insight.
okay, we need to do the picture, the photo. And
Yeah, we need to coordinate a day that would work for all of us, or something, some days before that we start posting.
yeah, where you want to do it in Fitzgerald and Faulkner, you said? Or it
Yeah,
could be
so
anywhere?
I had, I mean, we could do it outside places too. I just thought Fitzgerald's and Faulkner kind of like fit the theme, and we can always do time so that maybe we're not like all together coming into it until the last picture time, where
Yeah.
we would maybe do a collaborative picture, but we could definitely schedule out with time.
Okay, excuse me one sec. Jeff, are you still with us? Jeff?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yeah, Christina Taylor needs to be let in again.
All right, Eric too.
Yes, please.
Get your gun.
Okay. Oh, Christine, you made it.
Yep, I made it. We were just like 20 minutes late to this hotel, so I'm here.
Okay, and Eric? He's coming in. We were talking about the 30th in the park, the Paris Street Park. And we'd pick 9:30 a.m. that morning. Is that possible for you?
Yep, that works for me.
Okay, and Eric there's Eric. Eric, we've been going through everything for Arbor Day, but we were just talking about the actual inviting the forestry people, the presentation of the flag, the proclamation, a video of Tim planting a tree for the 30th, Friday the 30th of April at 9:30 in the morning. Does that work for you? You're muted, Eric. Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me as good as I could tell.
Okay, so, and then we're talking about the group picture. That may be the best time to do a group picture down there with the flag.
The 30th?
Yeah, it isn't as cool as doing it at Fitzgerald and Faulkner, but we can always do it for another reason.
Yeah, we can definitely do it then. So the 30th in the morning?
Yeah, 30th, 9:30 when we do that. And we'll have a plan if it is pouring rain.
Hopefully not.
I'm sure if it is, we can use the porch of the we'll figure it out. We can use the covered area at the Civic Center.
Okay.
Or whatever. Okay. So we've got it all. lined up and exciting. Okay, and the one thing for, there he is, Eric. For Eric and Christina, we were saying was, there's going to be a lot about this on Facebook and stuff, and just to like and share and, help get the momentum going on it. Okay, on the social media side, Eric, you need to get your bio to Stephanie.
I thought I already said it.
Did you already send it to me?
Yes.
Let me look.
March 29th.
Okay, I'll go ahead and gather that.
And when are they starting going up?
So I'm
Okay,
trying to coordinate a time to meet with, I lost my
Mary?
train of thought. Yeah, with Mary.
Okay,
And so that way we can go ahead and finalize everything.
great. And I am working on the FAQ for tree board. I got wrapped up in realizing this was a chance to get a lot of stuff out there, and so now I'm culling back. But I will have that
Okay.
to Christina, and I'll send it both to you and to Stephanie.
And Jan, the first, your bio actually was posted today on the city's Facebook page. So yours is there.
Okay,
So either, depending on how many there are of us, Mary will either post the next one on Friday or she'll just do them on Monday. So
Okay.
yes, it's already
So
started.
Jan's is out then.
okay. So sorry, I have to move stuff. My battery just told me it started out at 75% and was now already gone. You guys use a lot of air. Okay, looking at okay, we're on to new business then. If we've covered everything we need about social media and about Arbor Day. Anything else?
Actually, one other thing about Arbor Day, we planned one other event that I think we planned it after I talked to you guys last time, but basically I painted 5 rocks. They're just rocks and they have a leaf painted on them. And so I'm gonna hide them downtown sometime on Thursday, and then it's already posted on Facebook today. And then it'll have Mary's city email address on the back of it. And if the person, whoever the 5 people are that find it, will email to Mary and let her know, and then we will give them a gift certificate to Living Landscapes. So that was just another event that we added just for fun there.
Do we have enough prizes now with?
Yeah, so we have, you guys may not, all of you may not know this, but the Appearance Commission had planned this sort of rock scavenger hunt in 2019. And so we were just about to implement it when the pandemic hit. And so we never got an opportunity to do it. And we had gotten $500 in gift certificates from Living Landscapes. And so I reached out to Renee on the Appearance Commission and asked her if we could have those. And she said yes. And so Living Landscape said it was okay to transfer those to us. And so basically we have $500 in $20 gift certificates that are going to be the gifts for everyone for all of the events for Arbor Day. So the bingo, the downtown tree window thing, the scavenger hunt, and then the rock hunt. So whoever wins any of those will get $20 gift certificates to Living Landscapes.
We're gonna have a hard time living up to that next year.
Yeah, but they've been really gracious. Living Landscapes has at giving stuff. So I would definitely recommend to reach out to them again next year. They may be willing again, because we are certainly going to advertise a lot for them on Facebook once we start giving out those gifts, to make sure everyone is aware that that's where those gifts came from and that
Good.
they donated.
That's good. Terrific. Okay. I'm excited about this. Anything else about Arbor Day or social media? Okay. The other new business from last time, which is now regular business, is I'm still going to talk to Brian. We were passing each other tonight a couple of times this last week, but we're working so well with Parks and Rec that I'd like Brian to know how it's working and have a way to coordinate going forwards. The Memorial Tree Program. We need to discuss codifying exactly how it fits in with our Tree City USA and our Arbor Day. Because we have people that are either saying, I planted a tree and, you know, you need to recognize it, or I donated a tree or something. And really the Memorial Tree Program is people giving a certain amount of money to the city for a memorial tree. And that's the program as we have it with Tree City USA. It's one of the programs we get accredited for, right, Tim?
Right.
So, but it needs to probably be written somewhere. It can be on form or anything, but I just wanted to get, is there any input or anything, and get some buy-in on how we look at this when people talk to various members of us about the Memorial Tree Program, what it is that, you know, how it works. One thing is that in the Memorial Tree Program in the past, you can't just say, I want to give a tree in memory or honor of so-and-so, and this is where I want it planted, or this is, you know, they can pick the kind of tree off our list. And they're, but not, because if you say to someone, that's your tree in honor of your father, and it gets hit by lightning, the city's going to be expected to replace the same tree at the same size and everything. So we have to be flexible with how we do it. Tim, are there any other issues about it?
The only issues I have is sometimes somebody might donate a tree and we can't plant it exactly where they want it planted because of utilities, either underground or overhead utilities, or for some reason, you know, we have to use our discrepancy as to where we can plant these trees.
Yeah.
In the right of way.
In the right of way. And the, and it's only trees that are planted through that program that we acknowledge on Arbor Day, you know,
Right.
in our little program, that if someone says, you know, well, I planted this tree, you know, in honor of so-and-so, and I donated the tree, I don't have to buy it through the city. It doesn't work that way.
Correct.
Okay. So let's look at the form. It's on our on the website, it's attached to the tree board page. Everyone take a look at it, because some of you will be coming at it with fresh eyes to see how it reads to you. And is there anything that's not explained, or any questions you've got? Let's put it on the agenda next month to finalize that form and get it updated. How does that sound?
Okay.
Any other questions?
Do that, Tim. We had two former city council people pass away this past month, and the city wants to put 2 trees out for them, Mickey Cheek and Carrie Thompson.
Right.
So we need to put them somewhere on city property. And
You have anywhere, and you have an idea?
no, it's your discretion.
Someone had said Mickey Cheek, there's a tree in
There was a tree at Bill Cook Park at the entrance that was planted for his daughter.
Yes. That would be an ideal spot for his tree to be, is close
I
times.
will talk to Tail and see if we can find a spot there near that tree for another tree for him.
Okay. And Mrs. Thompson, I'm sure her family would, anywhere in town would be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll talk to Caroline.
And are we
see.
recognizing these two for Arbor Day also? We are.
If we can get it done, that'd be fine. Or if we can get it in the works, that'd be fine.
All right, I'll try to get it in the works.
Okay.
And we were talking about doing one for COVID, for just in, in memory of everyone who died of COVID. Has the city got any place they would? We talked about the Civic
Well,
Center.
why don't you dedicate the one that we're gonna plant for Arbor Day? Can we dedicate that as one of those trees? Can we dedicate that
Yeah.
as a COVID tree?
Mrs. Thompson lived in this neighborhood most of her life, so yeah, it'd be a great place for it to
Oh,
be.
Carrie
Okay.
lived down in
Johnson Heights, yes.
oh, then I think the one in the park should be for Carrie, and then put the COVID up at the Civic Center.
Either way.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, great. The only last thing I had on wait a minute, let me pull it up. I can't wait to get a computer, I tell you. Resource library. A lot of you have, there's been links going around, and Eric found one from, I guess, the list you got on, Eric. But I think we really do need to build a resource library we can link to from our website. So over the next month, if you've got any links you found useful or you think might be useful, if you just want to send them to me, and I'll compile them and then we'll see what we've gotten. And a lot of the ones I had when I went to look and bring them up, they're all broken now, as links. So I'm starting from scratch. But I think if we built, as people get more interested in trees, make our tree board page have a link to a resource library that we can maintain. That would be great. Any comments on that or anything? And the last item is upcoming meeting speakers. Arbor Day, this was my thought, and I'd love to have your thoughts, guys. Arbor Day is our big deal in the year, and we put a lot of energy into it. But as we get people involved in the trees, it occurred to me that we've mentioned people it'd be nice to have speak at a tree board meeting. And as I thought about it, I think it would be nice to have them speak at a tree board meeting in a venue that was big enough that other people could come. One of the speakers I have in mind is Dr. Lynn Mosley, who is an ornithologist, head of the Audubon for Central North Carolina, and does a wonderful talk on the birds of Alamance County and their migration and the importance of the trees and what supports what kind of birds. And it's just a very interesting talk. And I thought, since most of our activity is around the Arbor Day, that some of the other meetings we could make into more informative for the citizens. And maybe do it in the Civic Center, a very brief Arbor Day, very brief meeting, call to order, approve the minutes, and then guest speaker. How does that, and we also talked about having someone come from Duke who does the, about the trees and the wires and stuff. But do you think that's a good idea for our off Arbor Day meetings? And do you have any ideas of people you'd like to see or topics?
If you did that, why don't you invite yourself to the Challenge Golf Course? It was built as a bird sanctuary. That's the reason there wasn't houses built around it. Mm-hmm. So that would be a great location to have that little talk.
Okay.
The Wagner family did that. And as you see, away from the clubhouse, there's not any houses because he did want a bird sanctuary built down there. And that's why it's so far off the river. And it gave it plenty of room for the birds.
Well, I'll talk to Lynn, Dr. Lynn Mosley, because if she was giving the talk, I don't know if she's familiar with that's what that was supposed to be. But because a lot of Her Talk has a lot of, but we could maybe set up a bird walk, or something. The funny story I heard about the challenge, I met a woman in physical therapy once, and she lived there and had great view out the back of their house down the fairway. And one morning her husband and she were having coffee, and she said, "What are you looking at, honey?" And he said, "That guy can't find his ball and he's on the green." He said, "He just keeps looking around and he can't bent over looking for his ball, can't find it." And a little while later, the man stood up and it was a bear. So,
Yeah, I think we had that bear in our backyard at one time.
yeah,
There's a lot of good stories about the challenge, because when they first started building it, they were piling up dirt, and I had an old Jeep that I'd go down there and jump over the hills. As soon as they piled them up, I'd jump the hill. And then they hired me to run the maintenance shop down there, so I couldn't drive the Jeep down there because they recognized me. So
that's right. You worked at the challenge for a long time.
I ran the maintenance shop for them.
Yeah, I've always found it fascinating that it's not a golf course. Now I know why, that it's not a golf course that was developed to fit into a lot of houses, but instead they just were giving people the ability to live on a golf course. Well, that would be good. Any other ideas that anyone can think of that, we maybe could do a crepe myrtle pruning session? Next winter before people start in.
The choir thing there. You have to invite the other people to do it. Invite the school system.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that I don't know what they're going to do with that. The alley from hell. But can you think of other things that we might be able to do because normally the tree board did not meet for June, July, and August. But I think, if we can find interesting things to do, because we didn't have a lot of business then. Well, think about it.
I think it would be a cool sort of virtual roundtable discussion. I don't know about, well, obviously right now, not in person, but there's an opportunity, especially since we're doing so many things virtually, to have a virtual roundtable discussion with multiple experts in different fields and have a topic to discuss specific to Graham and trees and things like that. Even, what you mentioned, how to properly trim a crepe myrtle and lots of things like that people could tune into, that we could post on social media and sort of hype it up online.
Okay. The extension service does Green Thumb Thursdays starting in about May, which is one Thursday a month where they, show you how to prune a grapevine or something like that. But I think there's a lot of topics, and maybe I think one thing we might want to think about doing is seeing if we can get people to nominate. There's a heritage tree program and a great tree program and stuff like that to make them look around the environment here. Well, let's think about that. Think if there's more topics, and I'll put it on the agenda for next month. Are there any and mainly the agenda for May is going to be looking at Arbor Month. What are our lessons learned? What do we want to, in other words, wrap it up in May so that we've got it in our back pocket going forward next year towards Arbor Month. But is there anything else anyone's got?
Yeah, I've got a couple things, Jan.
Okay.
Online, I saw a picture of some folks holding a 40th anniversary Arbor Day flag. We talked about that last month.
Oh, yeah. Did
Yeah,
you really find one?
That was in Mandan, North Dakota. So I called the city manager and ended up talking to the city arborist in Mandan. And their tree board is all professional staff, the city arborist and the city tree guy and the city, city town manager. And they're no volunteers, but they got the flag from the North Dakota Forestry Service. So I've called them and I'm trying to get back with them on where they got their flag from. Because the arborist, the lady in charge of the tree board, said the Forest Service just showed up with it.
Yeah,
So,
because Arbor Day Association was like, well, that was 2 years ago
yeah,
or something because of the 40th anniversary of Arbor, of the Arbor Day,
yeah.
of 40th anniversary of Tree City USA was what they were celebrating of the program, and we're 2 years behind that. So yeah, if you can keep pursuing that, that'd be great, Eric.
Okay, and then another thing, an idea is having an adopted tree program.
Uh-huh.
That if you don't have a tree in your apartment, that find a tree that you like, and that's your benchmark to mark time with, mark occasions with. And I mean, I've got a lot of trees around town that are special to me. That big longleaf pine in the graveyard. There's a big willow oak down on Whitworth Street that I enjoy looking at. And so that, find a tree that you enjoy and just watch it change over the seasons and over the years, and encourage people to adopt a tree. This tree is on city property, and I'm gonna watch it.
That's a great idea. I think if we could you write up and I kind of write that up so we could.
Okay.
Stephanie's computer died. She's trying to dial in. I'm glad I'm not alone in this mess. But yeah, if you could write up something like that and then we can refine it. That's wonderful, Eric. It's a great idea. You learned that from your daddy.
Yeah.
So did I. I still remember looking at those magnolias the first year after he planted them. It snowed on Easter, and going out there in our pajamas to knock the snow off these new magnolias. And I'd look at them every year and say, that was that big at Easter, and now it's this big this year and this big this year. It's one of the first things I started noticing. Okay, any other ideas? Okay, well, that's all I have on the agenda. Do I have no other information? Does someone have a motion to adjourn?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Thank you so much, Jeff. If you're still there.
Yes, ma'am, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And I have already sent you and Tim the link for next month.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you, everybody. It's going to be an enjoyable month, and I'll see you all the 30th down in Paris Park, unless we hear a change.
See you then.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for making the effort to